Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be playing around with some new makeup launches from Essence Cosmetics. I recently did an Ulta haul. I also ordered one of their new illuminating powders that, however, came shattered. I did a video that I posted on my TikTok just showing what the package looked like. I don't know what it is about Ulta, but they just cannot seem to get it right when their shipping and packing is concerned. They shipped it in one of those really thin bubble wrap envelopes. Doesn't have really any kind of protection, so the illuminating powder came shattered. I'll drop a picture up here so you guys can at least see what it would have looked like. So pretty. That was one of the products that I was really excited about. And yeah, I was not very happy when it came. I mean, I couldn't save it. Couldn't even press it in. It was completely shattered. Had to go right in the trash can. Not very happy about that, but I do have some other products here to try for you guys. This will not be my first time using these products. My Ulta package arrived a few days before we went on our vacation to Hot Springs. We left on Saturday the 2nd and came back the evening of the 4th. Today is the Saturday after the 4th. So I have used each one of these products, but I did want to use them on camera for you guys so you guys can see how they worked for me. The first product that I have been trying out, this is one of their new primers. This is the Fix and Last Jelly Primer. It's hydrating and refreshing. It is a gripping primer, similar to the Super Grip Primer from e.l.f., but I have to say I've been enjoying this one a lot more. I have oily skin. It's not like mattifying or oil controlling, but it feels so good when I apply it to my skin. It's hydrating. It has a really nice, refreshing, cooling effect. When I put it on, it just feels so good. And I do believe it does a good job of gripping my makeup to my face. My makeup looks really, really good throughout the day. I've really been enjoying this. I've used it with 3 different foundations. Today, I'm using it with the One Size from Patrick Starr. And as you can see, it looks really, really good. I have really been enjoying this. This has been a hit for me so far. I also picked up 2 of their highlighters. I'm not sure if these are actually super brand new or if they're just new launch to Ulta, but this is called the Highlighter Luminous Glow. I picked up 2 shades. First we have Divine. Divine is a really pretty pinky one. I thought this might work as a glowy blush or maybe a blush topper. And then this one is Sun Showers. This is just kind of your basic champagne-y glow. Really pretty. Both of these have a more subtle glow. They look really natural on the skin. I prefer something that's got a little bit more glow to it, but so far, you know, they're pretty. You'll see what it looks like when I get to that part of applying it to my skin. I also picked up one of the Make Beauty Fun highlighters. This one is an Ombre effect. Really pretty. Is there a shade name on the back? Happiness Shines From Within. This one reminded me a lot of the Winky Lux Ombre Blush, the Sunset Glow. So this is the Winky Lux and then this is the Essence. As you can see, this one's a little more pigmented. This one is more of a deep blush into a highlighter, and this one is just pretty much all highlighter. There's a little bit of pigment with the one on the top, but pretty much everything in here is a little bit lighter, a little more glowy than this one. But the first thing I thought when I saw this one was the Ombre blush from Winky Lux. I also grabbed one of their new mascaras, their new Lash Princess liner, and the Electric Glow changing lipstick. So we're going to be trying this out too, and then the Make Beauty Fun eyeshadow palette. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply some blush. I didn't pick up a new blush, so we're just going to be using this one. This is the Mosaic blush from Essence. All you need is pink. It's a very soft, subtle pink. I just take the brush and I just kind of mix it and swirl it through all of the shades. Tap off and then blend. This one is not super pigmented. Just gives me a very subtle hint of pink. I prefer the Befitting shade. I think it's called the Blush. Is that formula. This one may end up getting decluttered. I mean, you can see it. It's pretty. It's just not as pigmented as I would like in a blush formula. My daughter would absolutely love this one though, so I may just pass this on to her. I've actually had this one for a while, so now highlighter. And I think I want to go in with the Make Beauty Fun highlighter. I'm going to take my little highlighting brush from Milani. I think I'm going to go into kind kind of in the middle here between the pinky peach and then kind of a coral rose gold. And just start applying this one to the skin. That is also more of a subtle glow. A little more glowy than these, but still kind of subtle. I've used these two before, but this is actually my first time using this one. It's pretty, but wow, not nearly as glowy as I was expecting. I'm going to take my face sponge here. I just like to use it to just kind of tap everything together so everything kind of melts together and there's no like lines or anything. I'm going to set real quick using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish Setting Spray. I do not have any setting sprays from Essence, surprisingly. Do I? I don't think I do. I had to run and check. I have some from Wet n Wild, none from Essence. I'm going to prime my eyelids with my Milani eyeshadow primer, and then we are going to throw together an eyeshadow look. So this is what this color story looks like. There's 18 shades in here. Having used this already, I would say it's not the best eyeshadow formula. I find that I like Essence's blushes. Their eyeshadows can be a little bit more iffy where the formula is concerned. It's pretty. My biggest complaint is that the two deepest shades in the palette, their actual shade names, this blue and this purple, are both shimmers. I don't like it and don't understand when a brand makes the deepest shades in the palettes shimmers instead of making them matte. This palette would have been so much better had these two shades been mattes instead of shimmers. That's kind of disappointing. Overall, the formula has been okay. I've done a few looks with this palette. My two favorite shades in here are this shimmer, which is a really pretty, oh my god, minty shimmer. Very, very pretty. That one is so super shiny. And then this one, which is kind of a duochrome, kind of a purple to green shift, a little bit of pink. Very pretty. Those two are by far my favorite shimmers. I'm going to take Blend Bunny 5, which is the fluffy brush in the set, and I'm going to go into this purple right here, and it's going to dust that all over my lid. And I think I might go into a pink. Like I said, there's not many options as far as the deep shades are concerned. I really do wish these two were mattes. It just would make a lot more sense for them to be mattes instead of shimmers. Without these two, the deepest shade in the pan is this purple. So that shade goes on pretty well. It does blend in nicely. I mean, overall, it is a good shade. Just wish I had something a little deeper, just to add a little bit more depth if that was something that I was wanting to do. So this is pretty much going to be it for the mattes on the top lid. I'm just going to do something very soft. I do think I am going to go on ahead and take Blend Bunny 4. I think this is going to this pink. Just kind of blend it here on the inner part of the eye. My options are limited as far as shades. A lot of the shades in here, as you can see, are very light in tone. Like all of this in here, I mean, there's not really much that I can do as far as looks. It kind of pretty much end up looking the same and then really, really light. Okay, that's a pretty nice touch in a corner there. Just adds a little bit more brightness. I'm going to go back into that first brush, just kind of melt the two shades together. I'm going to take this flat angled brush from AOA Studios, and I'm going to go into this really bright yellow and lay that along my lower lash line. I have used this one in a look, and it's actually pretty decently pigmented. You know, yellows, purples can be pretty hard to formulate. It's really difficult to get a yellow, especially on deeper skin tones, to really show up and look vibrant. But as you can see, it actually looks pretty decent. Kind of feathering it out a little bit further. I'm going to take this flat brush from Doe Color and go into this mint shade. I'll lay that out here and then kind of blend it into this shade. This shimmer is so super shiny and creamy. I don't even need to wet the brush for this. Such a pretty shade. So super brightening. Just wet looking. I really wish I could add a little more depth to the outer corner, but unfortunately the only other shade in here that's deep is this purple, and it's a shimmer. Very disappointing. I'm going to take this shade on this pencil brush from Profusion and just blend that in here. It's a really pretty pink to green duochrome. And then these two shades just blended together. It's just so pretty. Ooh, so pretty. Very pastel spring look with this palette. Alright, so that's going to be it for this palette. I'm going to pick something to throw in my waterline real quick, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do the liner and the mascara. This is not my first time using these, but I did want you to see how they perform on camera. I went with one of the gel liners from AOA Studio. This is one of their newer launches. The shade is In Cool Days. Really pretty bright teal blue. This formula is so creamy, you know, considering the fact that it's only $1. Now for the Lash Princess liner. This is black waterproof. First of all, I don't like this packaging. It's very bulky. I prefer a thinner liner, but as you will see, this is so thick. It's like a super thick marker. The tip is thin, but as you'll see, I did have difficulty with just getting this to go smooth over my lash line. Like I really have to just kind of go over it. It doesn't just go smooth over the line. It tugs, it drags. I have to go over the line multiple times just to get it smooth, which I don't like. I don't have that issue with either my AOA Studio Artista liner or my NYX Epic Ink liner. So just right off the bat, this whole packaging and component I'm just not thrilled with. See? Skips too when I'm trying to do a wing. It's just not very smooth. I'm guessing that the reason why they chose to do it this way was so that it would match the mascara, but I don't understand what the point was. I feel like it would have been so much better had they just made this a regular thin pen liner, but I guess they just wanted to be different, and I don't know, I'm not thrilled with this. Essence has launched a couple of new mascara formulas as well. This one is the Another Volume Mascara, Just Better, has hyaluronic acid and panthenol, and I will tell you right now, this is not just better. I don't know what it is, but I have found that when it comes to the mascaras from Essence, the only formulas that I just really like and I think just really stand out are from Lash Princess. I'm going to go ahead and give my lashes a quick curl. I picked this up from Walmart. This is from Japonesque, I think was the brand, and it actually works decently enough. I needed a new lash curler, and it seems to curl pretty decently. I think my goal sign is starting to frizz out on me. The light keeps going off, even though I've put new batteries in it. You can see it just kind of like flickers. I don't know what's going on with that. I may just have to have it in the background without the light on if it just completely like just conks out on me as far as the actual lighting component. This is what this mascara looks like. As you can see, that is the brush. The brush is decent. I'm not really, you know, that excited with this either. I found when I used this that first time, I did get a little bit of volume. I did get, you know, nice separation, but it's nowhere near what I get with the Lash Princesses. My lashes felt like extremely soft, and I'm guessing that's from, you know, the hyaluronic acid and the panthenol in the formula, but yeah, this is definitely not a Just Better formula. If you're going to go with the mascara, see, the light went out again. If you're going to go with a mascara from Essence, just go with the Lash Princess formulas. The other ones, and I have used like 2 or 3 other formulas that were not Lash Princess, they don't perform as well. Just go with the Lash Princess. That is my advice. The last thing that I have to show you guys is the Electric Glow Color Changing Lipstick. I have not used a color changing lipstick since I think I was in high school, and I thought this just looked really cute. That's what the actual product looks like. Kind of looks like a jelly format with some glitters in it. This one changes to just a really pretty pink. My guess is the tone of pink is just based on your chemistry. So when I swatched on the back of my hand, you can see it changes a little bit, but on my lips, it's a lot more pigmented. I'm going to line my lips real quick using this pencil from ColourPop in Jubilee. I'm not going to put it all over because I do want you guys to kind of see what the color looks like. All right, now for the color changing lipstick. The pencil might be a little dark, but I can just kind of blend it in if I have to. This gives a really pretty kind of my lips but better hint of pink. Smells like watermelon. I mean, it reminds me so much of the ones that we used to wear, you know, back in high school. So that is what it looks like on my lips. Like I said, it may look different on others, depending on their chemistry. I'm just going to take my finger and kind of blend my pencil into this. All right, so that is a lot better. So that's everything that I have for you guys today. I'm going to do just kind of a quick rundown real quick of what I tried. And I give my final impression since I have used these products before and this is not like my first time using them. Of all the new products that I've tried here, my favorite is the gripping primer. This is so nice. Like I said, I've actually been enjoying this more than the Super Grip Primer from e.l.f. and I think this one is almost half the price. Just feels so good. Refreshing, cooling on the skin. I have been loving this. I'm looking forward to continuing to include this in my daily makeup routine. It's just so pretty. The highlighters, none of them really just kind of stood out to me. They're all pretty subtle. I do like the ombre effect in this one, but as far as like the shine and the glow, all three of these give a similar effect. Just a very soft glow, kind of subtle. Doesn't like just pop and stand out. You know, there's a time and place, you know, for the subtlety. I do like a subtle highlighter, but the fact that all pretty much look the same, not very excited about that. I say straight up skip the liner, skip the mascara. The liner is so thick and so big as far as this tip. Does not go on smooth. It makes it very difficult to do a wing. Not very good. And this mascara, another volume mascara, just better, not better at all. If you're going to go with a mascara from Essence, just stick with the Lash Princess mascaras. I have found that any of the other formulas that are not part of the Lash Princess line, they just don't perform the same. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm getting a decent amount of volume. There is a little bit of separation, but I mean, as you can see, there's not really much going on at all. I'm not like super impressed with what I'm seeing, so yeah. Liner, mascara, I say just skip these. Color changing lipstick, super cute. Very nostalgic, like I say, reminds me of high school. It's not something that I could see myself using on a daily basis though. I'm just going to pass this one on to my daughter. I know she will get a kick out of this. And then last, the eyeshadow. The formula is pretty. I had no problem as far as like blending the pink, you know, blend it really pretty into that purple. You know, they blend well together. The yellow was pretty decently pigmented. I really love these two shimmers, this one and this one. They're absolutely stunning. But the major downside to this palette, and pretty much the reason why I'm probably never going to really pull this, is the fact that the two deepest shades are shimmers. I don't know why they didn't make these mattes. I would have preferred these to be mattes, this one to be a shimmer. It's really difficult to get any real depth in your look when the deepest shades are these two. The only other shade in here that has any depth to it at all is this one. This green is also a matte, so you know you can get a little bit of depth with that one, but there's only so much that you can do. And then this one isn't super pigmented either. So just overall, the formula, the shades that I used blended well. I had no problem where that was concerned, but yeah, as I've said 1,000 times, these really needed to be mattes and not shimmers. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with the channel with getting my videos into recommendations. If you're new to my channel, you are not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining my little family and hitting subscribe, and make sure to tap the notification bell so you get notified of any videos coming up in the future. You can also follow me on my other socials. I am on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. Be safe. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.